Are you ready?
Welcome to Circle of Gratitude. I know that everybody miss me. Everybody miss us.
What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, brother Chris, what it is, what it was, what it been, brother? Yeah, man. How you doing, brother Strick? How you doing, brother Chris?
I'm all right.
Good deal.
I'm all right.
Good deal.
How long you want the piece on, babe?
Yeah, man. So, hey, man. So, we back at it, man. We back at it once again. We missed a couple of days. I went to go visit my good brother, man, Big Strick over there, and I visited little bro Dion. I ain't get to see bro Chris though, but hey, man, I catch him on the next trip, man.
Oh yeah.
Man. But I talked to him though. That's all that matters, man. I talked to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope everybody's day was good. Everybody was.
Oh yeah.
Everything
Wonderful.
was good, brother Strick. I hope everything was good with you. I want to.
Everything is well, bro. It is, it's getting better, man.
Getting better. That's all that matters, man. When you see change, you see something getting better. That's all that matters, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I want to tell them hold down. I see old Frankie and Johnny over there holding it down for us. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, sis. Much love to you. Definitely love to you. You are always in here and you're always before time instead of on time. But hey, that's a great thing. I know you own it. And I appreciate you for it. We all appreciate you for it because you holding it down. Yeah. well, we decided we were sitting there talking, man, and I was just, we had a series on. We had a series early about a few weeks ago about accountability. Now it's about motivating and finding your passion. That's something that I think that some of us, really have to get in tune with ourselves and find out what is really our passion. What do we, we have to reach deep down inside of us because a lot of things we just do for a paycheck or we do for money. But, we have to understand that we have to do things definitely for our passion because that's what keeps us happy and that keeps us uplifted, what I mean? Throughout our years. There you go, brother D. How you doing, little bro?
What's up, man? What's going on, everybody?
Oh man,
I'm doing good, brother. How you?
Hanging, man. I'm hanging in there.
Hey, brother
All
D.
right.
Sorry I missed you.
Yeah, man. I know, man. I was so looking forward to seeing you too, Strick. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I hope everything is well, man. I hope everything goes your way real soon.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, man.
Yeah, sincerely.
Yeah, man. So D sound like he love the witch just like the wife. She got them allergies going on, man, and them allergies ain't no punk, man. Them allergies ain't no punk, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, I was speaking on. I said that we gonna call this Motivation Monday. That's what we gonna call it. Motivation Monday.
Going good.
We're gonna motivate people, man, and get people and definitely reach out and find their passion, man. I know that picking this up and beginning this journey on getting on YouTube and this live is really started my passion. Speaking and encouraging and motivating others, man, and getting them started, and maybe that's something that we share that might can help to get them going, man. And this is what we built this channel for, so that we can share a lot of things and definitely help people that might be struggling with not knowing their passion, not knowing what they want to do in life. I mean, they're just still kind of dibbling and dabbling in different things, but they don't know exactly what they want to do. I mean, even at over the years, it's you know, you never get too old to learn, you know.
Mm-mm.
But we try to gain and get ourselves motivated so that we can do. You have to reach, you know, like I said, you know, motivation and passion can mean anything. It don't necessarily have to be financially, but it can be a passion that's something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people think it's just when you say passion, it got to be something dealing with money, but it's about your happiness. And if you don't find that happiness within yourself, you know, it has a toll on your body, and it has a toll on your mind, body, and soul. So I find myself, you know, like I said, I get a joy out of what we do here, because our ideal, like I said, is to motivate and help others. You know what I'm saying? And on a positive note. You know, so this is something that I'm enjoying, and I think everybody around here, everybody on the panel is pretty much enjoying what we do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So you know, like I said, you know, me and D, we met up, man, and we had a heart to heart, and we was talking about a lot of things, man. And one thing that was coming up is about motivating, passion, and finding yourself. And I think that's something that kind of it helped me as well as helped him. You know what I mean? So, but we have to, you know, we can put ourselves together and I'll, you know, put your head together, man. And sometimes, you know, maybe somebody can bring out that passion in you. You know what I mean? You know, you willing to open up, and I think everybody on this panel that we've talked and we know the direction that we want to go. And I'm gonna start off, Chris. So what you do now, I know it's not just a passion. I mean, it's not just a paycheck for you, because you decided to. You had a passion of starting your own versus working for somebody else. You know, again, how was that journey for you, man? I mean, you know, how did you become passionate for you just wanting to own your own?
I mean, just as far as owning my own, I just wanted to do it, but I'm passionate about just what I do. I love the work I do. You know, and I just happen to have. I would make. Excuse my mouth. Just happen to have to make money with what I do. I love what I do. I think I started when I was young. I didn't really care for it. And after a while, I kind of liked it, because you meet people, you get to know things, and people tell you things and teach you things, and kind of like steer you in the right direction towards here or there on other issues. So as far as that, that's my passion, was just to, I'm a people person, first of all. And secondly, I love what I do as far as my business is concerned. My passion was just how can I put it? I'm trying to put it in the best frame of words I'm trying to say here.
I mean, take your time,
I can't think. I'm trying to think. My mind just went blank. Boy, it was on the tip of my tongue. I can't think right now.
Nah, you good, man.
Hey,
My mind went blank. Man, I was thinking of some words, and I was like, no. But
Yeah,
as
you
far
ain't
as
the only one.
being compassionate, it's like when I tell people, I said, God give you a gift. And everybody has this one gift that is God giving you to where you can pursue it. Pursue your passion or your dream. You know, some people, I like dictating. I like debating. Well, be a lawyer. I like numbers. I like this. I like figuring out stuff. I like fixing stuff. Be an engineer. That's your passion. You're good at that.
Right.
You know, and stuff like that in situations, you know.
So much would it be like more finding your niche also?
Yeah, finding a niche.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't correcting you, but I was just saying. I mean, would that be in the form of finding your niche also? You know.
Yeah, finding a niche in your passion, because a lot of people niche come their passion. Some people like getting furniture off the street and painting it and designing it and selling it. They're passionate about it. They like it, and it makes money. That's, you know, that's what they like to do. Some people like to remodel homes or remodel back, just remodel people that they're passionate about their work. It's good money in it, but they might be passionate about it. Because every home, I'm pretty sure, come with different situation. Every home is a square, but every home is a different situation.
Correct. I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And but I think, to me personally, I mean, I hear passion, and we hear the word passion, but in my opinion, man, and in the way I look at it, passion should be making yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be the key core of what you do to make yourself happy. And I think a lot of people, jump around because they can't find that path. They don't know what their passion is, or they don't know what they're meant here to do, or what's their purpose.
Yeah.
That plays a big part in a lot of things, man. So I believe, that when I know that I when it came to a lot of things about the way when I spoke to people, I like to speak to people, I like to talk to people. That became a part of my passion, because I loved it to encourage others. Even though that, I might find something and I share it. Me and D talked about the other day. If you have something within you, you want to share it. Why hold it in when it can be something that you might have idea about, but it's maybe something that's not your passion, but it might be something that might motivate someone else to build their passion and to make believe in making themselves happy. You could just motivate somebody to be happy. Some people don't know even how to make themselves happy. They know how to make others happy, but they don't know how to make themselves happy.
Man, see, that'd be the thing, man, and it be something eternal, man, when you got to dig deep, sometimes to where they might have to go and get help to find that, man.
Yeah.
To know what it is, I don't know. But, hey, you
Yeah,
deserve it.
but you know what, though, D, I think what happens, man, too, man, I mean, some things it comes to, I think, a trigger to trigger that person to, maybe have that aha moment. And those things like that can change a person's by just a few words, man. So motivating a person, man, like I say, it's a key to in my life right now. I believe I've been doing it for a while, but I know now, since I've been doing this and speaking to you guys, man, you guys have even motivated me even more to step up and to talk more and to share, things that I might have came across or something that I feel, what I'm saying, which that's where we're at. We're open with it. We're not judgmental. We just speaking in general, what I'm saying? So I believe that this is something that I enjoy, and I think everyone here enjoy to the point where they can get something out of it. We learn, what I mean? It's a learning experience. Like I said, by everybody sharing their viewpoints, we all learn something. What I'm saying? I think I learn something every time I get up off here. I'm pretty sure everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? So D, and like I said, me and D talk, but Big Bro Strick, we talk, man. But Bro Strick, I'm gonna ask you, brother. I know when I know we talked about it once before, but I just want to know, and I'm just going to use it as what motivated you. Well, you kind of said it a while back, but I want to. Can you tell me again so people can understand? How what it takes to stay motivated and find your passion when you came to coming from the military to your law enforcement. And I know it's one part was seeing people suffer back in the like when you were younger and things that was going on when you were younger. But would you like to share that again with us, please?
I mean, it multi-leveled, I think, because I came from different facets of, I was a bad guy in the beginning, and the bad guy, I was motivated by those that were bullies. I used to be the bully buster, and then as I got older, I started to realize there was more to it, and I also, I wanted to be a police officer all my life. The motivation for me to do the right thing as an officer was a constant, because I wanted to make my family proud, number one. So it was always, don't be like them, be like you're supposed to be, do the right thing no matter what. And that's what kept me out of that blue mind mentality. But overall, for myself, other than law enforcement, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had imported, exported businesses. I've had an ambulance business. I've peddled this, peddled that. Used to buy things, sell things all the time. The warehouses and anything I've done has always been me working for myself. Other than law enforcement. When I opened a private investigations company, it was always about me doing it for myself and not working for someone else, because I realized that, no matter what they would pay me, they're being paid more. And it wasn't just the financial aspect, it was the value aspect. If they value me at what they'll pay me, then they value themselves at what more as what I will earn them. So if I can earn more by doing it myself, then it was motivating. I used to look when I was a police officer and I said, I'm making $200 some odd a day. But then I would see one of my ambulances go by, and every time they ran, it was $200 and something. When they started, it was $200 something. So I'm saying, okay, wait a second. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 ambulances going at the same time, and I'm working for this $200 a day. So I started to think about how I could multiply my value. And I left law enforcement and I dedicated myself to my business.
Right.
Those are the commitments that you take sometimes, right or wrong, good or bad. You make those commitments because you have value in what you choose to do for yourself and how you want to be happy. I find myself happier when I work for myself as opposed to working for other people. So that's my biggest take, is being happy with myself and being able to, be there for your kids and have a better state of mind, man.
So basically getting your time back, basically, in so many words.
Oh, absolutely getting your time back. Absolutely. I spent a lot of time, as an officer, you work your regular job, but then you make the bulk of your money on your extra jobs. So you get caught up making that extra job money, man. You working, So you spend a lot of time away from your family. You don't value you don't see what's really important, and what's really important in all of anything you do professionally, you got to have that same dedication to your family.
Uh-huh.
That has to balance, but sometimes we get caught up with chasing the dollar.
Correct.
And the dollar is 1 minute in my pocket, next minute it's in Shaq's pocket, next minute somebody else's pocket. Nobody, it's gonna always go. You're never gonna make enough.
I would agree. I would definitely agree.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, but so your one of your key to your motivation was your family. Is that what that's what you're?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was the motivating factor for me to get into a business, was to be able to have more time for not that you don't spend a lot of time at your business, but you have an ability, you flexibility. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah, definitely, man. I would agree on that, man. So Mr. Brother Lil D, talk to me, man. Talk to me, brother. You're gonna be put out there, man. We're gonna ask you, man, what motivates you? What's your motivation of the day, brother? What motivates you every day to better yourself? I know that's one.
Man, just learning something new, meeting new people, man, that can just turn you on to something different. Always. I mean, that'd be my motivation. Just meeting new people that introduce me to new things, introducing me to other people that's in position in life. I mean, that's how I got where I am right now out here.
Right.
It's like, it's the biggest thing. I mean, how you carry yourself is what you're going to get. And that's true. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at yourself, think about what you want. You look at what you going out there and you connecting with, looking at who you talking to and stuff, man. And
right.
That reflects who you is, and it's true. It is.
You know what I found out, man. I found out some things, man. You know how you be like, how we have our conversation, Chris. We have our conversation, Strick. We have our conversation, and I found out how I learned some things. I learned It wasn't by books. It wasn't by looking up stuff on the internet. It was just really networking and talking with people, man, and picking their brain. And it's amazing because I always try to put myself in a position where I might spark up a conversation with someone that because you can learn from anybody. You know what I'm saying? I've had people that have businesses, don't have them no more, people that have businesses and struggling in their business. I've had people that do different things in life, different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? And I found myself that it motivates me to strengthen myself and to strengthen my knowledge. How I learn different things. And like I said, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm telling you, I learned a lot from that big brother right there, Strickland, man. I'm telling you, I learned a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, I'm giving him his accolades on that, man. He taught me a lot, man. And you, as we see, he's very well spoken brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So it made me to I'm like I said, I don't have a broad vocabulary, but it made me want to advance my vocabulary, not to try to look for somebody else, but it's just the point of how as in speaking. I like to speak. Well, I like to speak with volume. I like to speak with something that makes sense to someone. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to get into this avenue of what I'm pushing for, what my passion and and what's motivating me is to be able to speak to people, but they can understand what I'm saying. Now I can relate. We can relate on any level. You know what I'm saying when it comes there. But far as me speaking to different audiences, having an audience, a different type of audience, I want to be able to speak, properly. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I know I need to work on as far as that. But every day like I said, when we do this, it motivates me. You know what I mean? And I think that we doing what we doing, man. Again, I'm just going to tell. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna have to let you know. I appreciate each one of you brothers on here, man. I really do, man, because y'all coming to share this with me week in and week out, man. Y'all dedicated, man, and that tells me a lot about who you are as your character.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man, that's called love.
Yeah, man, and
Appreciate
that really shares a lot, man. But like I said, man, but I think some things that has gone on with people's just really some people have to motivate themselves. Like I always thought about and it sounds crazy, and something that you brought it as a good point, D, when you had to get up and look in that mirror. You know what I mean? That should be your that should be your motivation right there. You know what I'm saying? Or you look at your family, or you look at, things that, even if it's materialistic, it's things that you desire in your life. You got to work toward that. I call it a dream board. You just got to put it up there and put it in your face and let it be known every single day every day you wake up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's beside your bed. I don't care if it's on your mirror in your bathroom, on your vanity. You have to have that motivation, and that is something that motivates you every day. I don't care if it's something, if it's bird watching, I don't care what it is. You still have to have that particular portion of your life, and you have to visualize it and know that it's everything's possible. You know what I mean? Some people don't believe in their possibility. They don't believe in themselves that they can make that thing happen. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in yourself, then you would never. I don't believe in a lot of you wouldn't accomplish. I don't care if I could tell you, D, I could tell you, Chris, I could tell Strick. Hey man, you could do this, you could do this. But if you don't believe in yourself, I'm speaking in vain.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to really truly deep, like that D said, deep down and realize, man, what we here for, man. Find your passion, find something that makes you happy, because a lot of times we find that catching ourselves making everybody else happy or doing what they want to do, but we don't think about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about what makes us happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it might be, but it's a lot of things that you can do that would help you motivate your passion. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm sorry. Did somebody say something?
No, I was saying that's true though. You were right about that. I was just saying like the youth of the day, you know, some people, the younger and older people need motivation. You got some people our age and
Yes.
older that still need that motivation. You got some kids that are young need that motivation. And like you say, if you talking to them and you tell them believe in yourself and find something, you know, some people, and the word is the one thing they are scared. That's a big word. Fear and
Fear.
scared. And
Fear.
just fear, basically fear. Oh man, I can't. Now how you know you can't? You know, like you say, you speak to people. Some people speak certain way. I mean, just speak to people, and you never know. Somebody might might know somebody who knows somebody. You know, because
Right.
like today, for instance, I was talking to a man about my daughter. She didn't want to do the beautician school. He was like, "Well, she likes beauty, right? She likes makeup." He said, "Well, I know some friends that are in sales, and she's how old is she? 18. Okay, she's young. Okay." He said, "But she could do that part of it as far as sell stuff to like the beauty supply companies and all that. That's part of being in the beautician's world is selling stuff."
Right.
And he was hipping me to people that he knew who had businesses and sold it here and there. And I go, "Oh, okay." So I'm listening. So I jotted some names down. I'm like, well, you know, I could mention it to her, but it's a sales job, but it's still in the beautician type of world. You're still
Right.
around the products,
Absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, I
And
would agree.
that's all that just opened my mouth. This man didn't have to tell me nothing. This man could have zipped his lip and said, "Okay, sign the paper and leave."
Right. Exactly.
So
But
that's why I say, you know, that, you know, that just happened to me today. A lot of opportunity. I'm pretty sure all of on the panel can understand that. We talk to people and people will reference us to somewhere else because that's just how people do. Well, I know somebody who might be in this position to do this. You know, look them up. You know, tell them my name or whatever. It's
right.
been people like that, and that's how the world works.
Yeah, man. Word of mouth is a great way of networking, man. A lot of times you can do all the marketing, you can have all the marketing tools, you can have all the websites, but then if the more traffic you get, I think it'd be from the word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because
Who you know, you got to get out there. You got to meet people. You got to connect with whatever business, whatever it is that you're passionate about. You don't get out there and connect with the people that are in that surrounding, you will never get anywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I would agree with you on that, man. You know, but that's what I'm saying. That goes back to what he just said about fear. You know what I mean? A lot of people have fear, but because they got that word can't in they got that can't. That word can't is one of the, I think is one of the worst words in the vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just my personal opinion, but can't is shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. But because you could have where there's a will, well, you know, you ever heard that saying, when there's a will, there's a way. You know, you have to believe in that, man. You know, you have to trust in that. Because a lot of times people get stagnant and get complacent and comfortable and don't want to even try to do nothing. You know, how do you know if something gonna work if you don't try? You know what I mean? You got to know that it's a possibility that it can work, but you got to know that you got to get out there and do it, just like Strick said. You know, I found out a lot of people, man, they spend more time on feeling sorry for themselves than they do to try to motivate themselves.
Yeah.
Because you can take that same energy and you can use that to make yourself happy. You know, if we stop basing some of our lives on so much negative, even though negativity is around us, but try to have that vision on that there's a better way, or there will be better at one time. And a lot of times we put ourselves in those predicaments. You know what I'm saying? We make those things. You know, we don't. You know, I mean, we can't like you said. Like D said something. He said, "How can we say?" He said this earlier. He said, "How could you motivate somebody else when you can't even motivate yourself?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a very valid point. That was very valid. You know what I mean? You got to know. You got to be able to motivate yourself before you can motivate others. But you know, that's why I gained a passion for this, man. And like I said, with you guys help, it just makes me even want to do it even more. I look forward to coming on here and speaking and talking to people and, you know, doing these things and basically, you know, talking to my brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is a like I said, a form of what you call it, therapy for me, my also. But we just have to, and then like I said, we catch somebody that might be look like they, don't need something. And then like you said, Chris, man, some of these youngsters, man, they need some motivation, but they gotta be willing to open their mind, man, open their heart. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of them, man, they so stagnant and they don't know what they want to do. They all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do this 1 minute, you want to do that 1 minute, you want to do it. Matter of fact, I came across a young lady, and she was a dancer, and I met her in Houston, and and just because of this situation, I just asked. I said, "What? So why do you dance?" At first, she said, "Oh, I just dance for money," and I said, "Oh, really?" But then, before I judge a book by its cover, what did she say? She said, "No, but I also have a pole dancing class. I mean, a pole dancing business. I teach women how to dance, how to move, and it's a sort of cardio." So I was like, wow, so you have a purpose behind, something. She said, yeah, I have a passion for dancing. She said, I just do this. Yeah, I dance, but she said, but I also have a business. So she just didn't base herself on being in a strip club and dancing. She said she based herself on she using that to build other things as far as her business. And she was 27 years old, and I commended her on that. You know what I'm saying? I said, wow, man, But then talked to another young lady, which was also a dancer. She said, oh, well, I said, so what do you want? Why do you dance? Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, I go to school for a social worker. So I told her, so you go to school for a social worker. Okay, I said, so why don't you get you a nonprofit, and then that way you can have a more wide range of helping more people. She said, oh, but I just want the money. I'm like, well, you're in the wrong business. Because if it's just about making money, go get your regular job and call it a day. You telling me you are a social worker, you want to be a social worker, then to me that should tell you that you in a business of helping people. And you didn't want to choose to just you want the money. I didn't get that part, you know what I'm saying? But you have many younger individuals and some older, as you said, Chris, that don't know what they want to do or can't even motivate themselves to hell sometimes to get out of bed. I mean, I'm serious. Or you can't motivate yourself to just, oh, I don't feel like going downstairs right now. Oh, I don't, you can't even motivate yourself to do that. But then I think that's a part of difference. With some things we have to start doing different in order to get that motivation, to get that, to find a passion, to find your purpose. A lot of people don't even know what their purpose are. You here on earth. You know what I'm saying? We got to know, we got to have some kind of inclination of what's going on in our life to know why are we here? What we're not just here to hold up space. We got to know that we're here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if like D said, if you don't dig deep and find out who you really are, what you really want to do, then you're just a shell on this word. You just go to work, you get a paycheck, you pay your bills, and you call it a day. Because some people don't travel, they don't go nowhere, they don't choose to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
They don't be talking about me.
At one point you just
that's fine.
Just right now, you not. So I'm not talking direct. I'm not talking at you, brother. But you do need to do it. But anyway, that's just a whole nother story.
Why the door open?
Why the door open? Yeah, you're right. You need to move around. But anyway, yeah, man.
But I got something to say. I was just thinking of something. We talk about fear and motivation, and I'm pretty sure all of us seen some individual back in the days or even now walking up down the street applying at jobs, like knocking at you are hiring an application. They got their white shirt on with the khaki. To me, I look at when I see people like that, it might be on the subject, but when I see people like that, I say that's motivation for them to do it, and they ain't got no fear. So they could while they looking for this job, their purpose might be something different. But that right there is a perfect example of motivation and don't have no fear. Because it takes a while for somebody who really walking up and down the street, going to these facilities. Hey, y'all need some help? Fill out an application. That takes fear out of it. That's fearless, and that takes motivation. And some people don't have that.
No,
That's the person you want to hire.
Yeah, I just remember as a kid going from store to store in New York, asking, you need somebody to sweep, you need somebody to take the trash out, you need somebody to do this, pack some bags, you need to do this, you need to do that. I was alphabetizing albums of Kool Herc on Boston Road in the Bronx when I was 7 years old. You know, he was a DJ before he became the godfather of hip hop. And I mean, there was no shame in me trying to make a buck. You know what I'm saying? So that motivation has always been inside of me. I know that's been like, look, that's the entrepreneur part. Look, go shovel some snow, go rake some leaves. You know?
Right.
I mean, it was. Hey, what do you need me to do? You know, sell flowers. I sold flowers in the Bronx on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
That shit, yeah, that was back in them days too. Today's a new day too, man, where you don't even have to look up and down those streets. You go in, you go up in there and get you a website. You know what I'm saying? Fill it out. Place a phone call and try to get an interview. Shit, some people don't even want to try to get interviews. It ain't even a job. It ain't even a job. At least get the interview first. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't even willing to get themselves together for that. You know, that really be the challenge. Because I mean, the job is already there. It's going for the interview, getting yourself ready.
They want you to guide their hands with them. Because me and Strick almost like the same way. Because Strick, they say we were like 5. I don't know. I was probably 5 or 6. But I grew up in South Park. And we had a place called Burger Park. If anybody know Burger Park, an older white man worked there. So, we bought food from there. So I went one day, according to my friends in the neighborhood, I don't remember this. They said, you knocked on that back door and you was like, hey, mister, we'll clean up your the trash in the little area if you give us an apple pie milkshake. So we did that for the summer. We cleaned it up. It was like every other day. We cleaned up the trash and we got apple pie milkshake. And he said, Chris, we were scared to talk to him, but you wasn't. I said, I don't even know why. They told me this. I don't remember this, but they said you was the one that went up there and did it. We just followed you, And I was like, I don't know. I'm 5 or 6, just wanting. I know what I wanted. I knew it was. I had to do something to get something, and it wasn't really money, but it was apple pie milkshake. And as a kid, that was like the best thing in the world to me.
That was a payment. That was your payment. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was my payment. And my friend said, I could see you doing what you're doing, Chris, because you always was that person. But I mean, like Strick say, hey, still doing everything you could when you was young, but you didn't know what you were doing because nobody could. I don't know if y'all might have not heard it, but I've never heard somebody say you should be an entrepreneur when you grow. You should do this. Man. All I heard was work.
No, but see, that's the thing. I was literally taught to work. I mean, go to school, get a job, and retire. Not go work for something. Not go work for myself. Not own a business. No, I wasn't taught that. I was taught the everyday, as they call it, the American way. You know what I mean? And that's what I was taught. It took me later on in years for me to even start to think about entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? But now, as I see that the capabilities and the possibilities is out there, guess what? Now I'm willing. I'm like, whoa, really? I can do that? I can do that? Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? And the opportunity is out there, man. It's not like that you don't have the opportunity. You know what I mean? And like I said, to me personally, if a person, and I think y'all can all speak for this, if you just don't want to do nothing, I mean, it's always ways you can do stuff. And you can't say you can't go get a job because guess what? A lot of people didn't want to work anyway. So guess what? You can go get a job. Because you remember years ago, man, you could leave one job, go to another. Leave one job, go to another. Leave another job, go to another. That was back in the day. But now, then it got to a point where, you had a job, you held on to a job. Like I said, I was at the transit system for 23 years. You know what I'm saying? And I decided nobody was like, oh, man, well, Man, how you gonna leave? You gonna leave that, man? I said, man, there's better things out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that, you know, and then we made a move, and we moved to Florida. So we was motivated to move out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? And me and my wife came here and we did it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, that took a lot of faith, because we jumped out on it. And, you know, we had and different things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't know where it was gonna carry us, because we didn't know nobody. You know what I mean? But we did it. We did it, man. And you know, with the help of, you know what I'm saying, with the help of my wife, man, we made this thing happen, man. We made it happen. But like I said, but now that I got here, you know, I was working and trying to see what was what. But man, it was like, you know, I had to buckle down, man, and really know, man, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing, man? You know, now that this has started, man, and man, now I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm all in now. You know, and you know, we great things coming soon. I'm gonna say that for us. You know what I mean? Great things, man. Great things, bro. So and I can't wait to that come to fruition, man. It's gonna happen. And that motivate, and you guys keep me motivated, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and like I said, holding us accountable, you know, hey man, put some fire into my tail, man. Hey, look, come on, man, let's get this. You know what I mean? So but I did tell D I'm gonna get that done though, Chris. What we talking about, man. So get that done.
Yeah,
This week, man. I gotta get it done. Cause like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of matter of fact, this week I'm gonna have a lot of sitting time, man, from this new gig I find I'm gonna be sitting and babysitting for about 2 weeks. So bring my laptop and go to work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Spoke on that. He spoke on that today too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So like I said, man, it's just like, you know, I want to get on here for a hot second, man, and definitely, man, try to get everybody going, man. Hopefully that, you know, motivating somebody, man, to like I said, we just have to dig deep, man. Have to dig deep. Continue digging deep, man. Don't, you know, it's a process. It's not something that you could just do one day and then you stop the next. You have to continue. You have to be consistent. You know, and I talked to D about that, about consistency. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent, because that's the only way that anything gonna happen. Just like Strick, just like yourself, Chris, you got to be consistent, because that's your bread and butter. Strick, he started his business. He had his businesses, whatever. You know what I mean? He had to be consistent. He couldn't just, let's say, oh, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that for a week. I'm gonna sit down for a week. You know what I mean? You can't do that, you know, and I think that's with anything in life. You know, if it's about working out, if it's washing the car, if it's whatever, you know, you have to motivate yourself. And I one is really, I definitely fall short of that one on pretty often, because I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like. My wife said, "Oh, come on, no, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like that. Not right now. No. But you know, I got to get out my own way. You know what I'm saying? You know, but see, and then I think that's what a lot of us don't want to get out of our own way. You know what I'm saying? We so comfortable the way situations is, and sometimes and wonder why, you know, things don't happen, because you got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
I always used to tell them, action with no dream is still dream with no action is still a dream.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always still be a dream. You never have it never be if you don't take action on it. You have to take action on your dream. You know what I'm saying? Find your passion, find your purpose, and man, make this thing happen, bro. And that's what a lot of people, you know, I think fall short. You know what I mean? But we can do it. We all can do it. We can push each other. You know what I'm saying? Push. You know, you see somebody that might be complacent and might be comfortable, and you see potential, man. You know, just if they willing to listen, man, put it out there. Let them hear. You know what I mean? You know, you motivate or let them see you doing it. Like I said, you know, D go out there and bust it down. You, Chris, bust it down. Strick, you know what I'm saying? Strick, he busted down in his own way. But he busted down though. He busted down. But you know what I'm saying? He paid his dues. He put his time in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We trying to get there.
I've worked from digging the ditch to selling popcorn at the Summit, brother. So,
Oh yeah, no.
He said the Summit.
Yes, sir. I used to run up and down the stairs, selling popcorn, peanuts,
Man.
ice cold soda.
Oh,
Yes.
He said the Summit though. Good Lord.
yeah, man.
Tell him what the Summit is. It's Joel Osteen Center now.
Oh yeah, he know. Yeah, he right there next time. He know he been there for
Yeah.
years.
No, I know. You know. I'm saying that the listeners, they don't know. That's what Joel Osteen. That was that's what the Rockets played at the Summit.
Man, Summit been gone for a minute, ain't it?
Minute.
Yeah, it's a classic, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I came to Houston in 1991.
Oh, okay.
I was in
Wow, man, that's a long time, bro.
Yeah, it was.
91, where was I?
59 was a 2-lane freeway.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? That lets you know, man. That's a long time, and man, that's a lot of years, man. You know what I'm saying? And you striving, and you can still be here to talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't have no motivation to continue on, bro, where would you have been? You know what I mean? That makes you think when you looking at all them years, man, and you still around, and you know you ain't been in, you know you've been out, you know you've been having your free will to do what you want to do, man. It's that's motivation enough for me, man. You know what I mean? Like you got to be motivated, man. And I think a lot of us, man, we have to continue to motivate ourselves, motivate others, man. If you see them around, like I said, you see somebody around and you think that they can probably use those encouraging words, man. Like I say, I always say it. Let's encourage instead of discourage, man. You know what I mean? We got to encourage others, man. And you know, like people, because you know, it's so funny, man. A guy told me this years ago, man. He said, and I never, like I said, I think I shared this before, man. But he told me, he said, well, if you dream and nobody laugh at your dream, it's not big enough. And I was like, what?
Ooh.
So, but what he was saying in so many words is, you know, dream big, always dream big, and dream bigger, and a dream some even if it's outlandish, because guess what? The possibility is out there. So don't, you know, somebody say, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire next year. Maybe years ago that probably would have been somewhat kind of crazy, but now you can say that and say next year I'll be a millionaire. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or I can be a multi-millionaire, or whatever you want to be. But it takes time. It takes consistency. It takes motivation. You know what I'm saying? All those things. It takes all those things, man, in order for you to make that happen.
True.
You know? So, but man, like I said, man, hey, all things are possible, man. So, man, well, like I said, man, we just came on here for a hot minute, man, and just, you know, I know it's getting late. And look, I've been up since early this morning. Early. You know what I mean? But I just want to just thank everybody, man, coming in, sharing their points, man. And hey, look here, man. We, you know, like I said, we think of something, we're gonna come back on you on Wednesday, man, and make something else different. Make some things happen.
That works.
Yeah, man. But we just appreciate everybody, man. Frank and Johnny, I appreciate you coming in there again, holding the chat down. Like I said, did Michael want to come up? Or he didn't want to say that, Frankie. She said Michael wanted to come up a little bit, but well, I guess he's out. So, like I said, we're going to shut it down, fellas. And, you know, like I said, I appreciate everything. I appreciate everybody's viewpoints. As always, man, God bless everybody, man. Make sure everybody have a wonderful weekend. And until Wednesday, we definitely going to do it again.
For sure, man. Y'all have a good night.
For sure.
Everybody
have a good night.
All right, have a good night, y'all. Good night.
All right. Have a good night.
Looking for that.